Hey, let's take this boring old onion and turn it into this. This is the bloomin' onion recipe you're gonna wanna make. The hardest part of the bloomin' onion is peeling the onion and then cutting the little petals in it. But I have got you a shortcut that's gonna make that so easy you'll be thinking, why didn't I think of that? And you need to start really, I think there's 3 onions you need to use if you're gonna do this. That is a Texas sweet, a Vidalia, or if you can get a good sweet onion out of the Hatch Valley, ain't gonna get no better than that. First, get you 2 onions if you're gonna cook one, just in case you mess up the slicing method, you have a spare. It has happened to me before. So take the top off that onion. It's easy as it can be. Y'all's don't come like that in the store. Mine they got the pop top. They're ready to go. Now remember, I told you I was gonna make this easier because we leave the root end on. And you don't want to get too close to that because it'll all fall apart. So how do we cure that? Well, if your onion will fit like that in a coffee cup, you're in pretty good shape because you can slice down and hit the cup, and I'm going to show you that's how far we are from the root. So I'd say we're pretty safe unless this knife is sharp enough to cut through that coffee cup. Your onion is too big for that one because it's setting up too high. Get you a different coffee cup, whatever you need. Slice till you hit the coffee cup, okay? Turn your onion around. Due north again. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. You can start right here and let's cut that. Now, I've done them 2 ways to where it's like a clock. You start at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Who's gonna give me 70? You in the corner. Have I got this around that for $14? Now, I want these things to really bloom out. So I want you to go back in here and go right in the center of them again. And we are making a flowering, blooming onion. And them petals is gonna be oh so nice. And make sure that everybody got cut in there. Just go to peeling the layers easy. You don't want to pull them off there. We just want them to come apart. Because when this thing gets through, they will even go further than that. So, y'all would be mixing you up some batter and some dry stuff, dip it in there, throw it in and deep fry it. We're taking this blooming onion to a new level. We're gonna give it a smoke bath for about 10 to 15 minutes, way on the indirect heat. Let it have your choice of smoking wood, hickory, pecan, anything you want to throw in there, but I'm going to the smoker and I'll meet y'all over there. Heat is down here, like I said, we're on indirect. We're going on this end down here. You can see a little smoke. There ain't much fire down there. I don't need much, just enough to get me some smoke flavor to that onion, which will help it get tender and also loosen up a little, I'm hoping. So we'll see what happens, but we just want the flavor of that smoke. Probably gonna run 10 to 15 minutes at pretty close to 250 to 300 degrees. If you're gonna have your blooming onion, you gotta have a sauce that goes with it. Pull the onion off the smoker, set it right back over, gonna let it cool while we mix up the wet and the dry. I'm using buttermilk this time around, and we're gonna put about a cup in there. And I'd say that was awful close. 2 hen fruit. Give it a good mixing. Let's do the dry. All-purpose flour. Some cornstarch. What does cornstarch do? Helps with Galding. You got Galding? Don't know what it is, do you? sort of like diaper rash. Great ingredient. Leave me a comment. How many of you have ever used cornstarch on your baby's diaper rash or when you was scalded? We're going to put a sprinkle in there. Then some baking powder, because we want that crust to sort of go pop. Won't take much. Some chili powder, because I want to give it some really good flavor. After that, a little of our mesquite seasoning, because it has some ancho chili powder in it, but don't be afraid of it because it's not hot. It just brings out a good smoky taste. And some ground cumin. Time to bring the onion over. He is blooming, he is. Now, I just want you to set him right here in this flour bowl mixture for just a minute, because he has a rash and we're finna cure it. We're gonna give him a little of this cornstarch, because what's that gonna do? It's gonna help that batter stick to this onion better. Spread his little petals apart there, get him down in there, give him a little shaking around. Then I just want you to take him, turn him over, shake that off there. Make sure it's all spread apart. We need to go in the wet ingredients. So this is where you might get your hands dirty. You can start on this way, turn him over. Just make sure you pull all that apart to where all that egg and buttermilk gets soaked down in there. We're going to do it one more time just to make sure. Whew, I can already tell you this is going to be wonderful. I like to pull him up out of there, let him drain for just a second. Now back to the flour mixture. This is where you're going to get a little gummed up, you are. Get the sprinkling down in there. Spread them leaves apart, because you want to make sure everybody has got some of this on there. Pick him up, whatever you got to do, just make sure that everybody gets coated. Because the more coating you got on there, the more crispy you're going to get in every bite. Hey, y'all want to see more of what you're seeing? Be sure and join us on Sunday right here on this channel for the Cowboy Coffee Hour podcast. We're going to talk about a little of everything. Get some faith, get some laughter, might shed a tear, and might even teach you to do something. But you can join us every Sunday right here on this channel. We'd love to have you. Sometimes you just got to get all up in it, get your hands dirty to get the job done. That's what I'm talking about right there. Make sure your vessel is large enough, because you got to submerge that onion all the way down in there. Use you some good high temp oil. Today I'm using peanut oil, running about 355 to 360. Get you something that you can not have a splashdown like NASA. You just want to lower her down in there. NASA, we have done her. And just push her down in there. Now we're probably going to fry about 5-6 minutes long in there. And here in a minute, we're going to roll him plumb over. We're going to see what's happening. Ain't that a beautiful sight? I ain't even never growed nothing in the garden that was pretty, and I have made a lot of gardening, I have. Now, cook that about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the color you want, but I want it to get good and crispy. I did roll it over, submerge the whole thing back under there, sort of help spread them petals out and make sure that middle gets fried in there good. Put it over here on a wire rack, let it cool. It is time to reap the benefits, Duker. So I'm just going to pull that. Oh my gosh, I got a bonus round right there, I did. In it goes, Duker. That onion has done bloomed and made a blossom, and I'm telling you folks, that is probably the best thing I've had to eat in a long, long time. Make sure that if you're doing these, do 2, maybe 3, because they're going to eat them up really quick, I promise you. Greatest thing ever invented, the blooming onion. We hope y'all enjoyed, because we sure did. And remember what I've told you. You are not fans, you are family to me and Shannon. We never take it for granted that you watch our videos. But it is with pride, privilege, and honor that I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag of flying over camp We commend you all. We do, and we lift you up in prayer daily. Rest of you, get on in here, and we'll give you a blooming hug. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the Bloomin' Onion Trail. Get comments all the time, and I know it to be true. Dogs can't eat onions. So what I got? I got pup pads. You always want to bring them. And Duker says, I love them. How far can you reach for this? That boy Duker. Snouse, where you? There you are, under the table. Lulu, at one time was eating firewood. She may not be hungry. Lulu, up here. Atta girl, glad to have y'all's help. Shen, you want one?
No, I'm working.